crisis at the border, some heartbreaking scenes down there right now. And a lot of the migrants coming in saying they're coming in because you promised to make things better.
Are you prepared to say tonight that you and President Obama made a mistake about deportations? Why should Latinos trust you?
What Latinos should look at is comparing this president to the president we have is outrageous. Number one, we didn't lock people up in cages. We didn't separate families. We didn't do all of those things. Number one. Number two, by the time this is the president who came along with the DACA program. No one had ever done that before. This is the president who sent legislation to the desk saying he wants to find a pathway for the 11 million undocumented in the United States of America. This is the president who's done a great deal. So I'm proud to have served with him. What I would do as president is several more things, because things have changed. I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. We immediately surge to the border. We immediately surge to the border.
It seems to be getting worse by the day. Was it a mistake not to anticipate this surge?
Well, first of all, there was a surge the last 2 years, and 19 and 20, there was a surge as well.
This one might be worse.
No, well, it could be, but here's the deal. We're sending back people first of all, the idea that Joe Biden said come, because I heard the other day that they're coming because they know I'm a nice guy and I won't do what Trump did.
They're saying this.
Yes. We immediately surge to the border. Well, here's the deal. They're not. The adults are being sent back, number one. That's number one. No, number two, what do you do with an unaccompanied child that comes to the border? Do you repeat what Trump did? Do you repeat what Trump did? Take them from their mothers, move them away, hold them in cells, etc.? We're not doing that. So what we're doing is we have brought in HHS and also brought in FEMA to provide for enough safe facilities for them to get out of the control of the Border Patrol, which are not designed to hold people for long periods of time, particularly children, get them out of those facilities. And most of them come with a phone number that they have someone in the country. So what we're doing is we're putting together an entire organizational structure so that within 7 days they're able to get in the phone, contact that number, find out whether there is a mother or a father, whether it is safe, whether it is a secure circumstance to get the child to that adult.
How do you cut through the red tape and make sure those kids get to a contact as quickly as possible? Our reporters on the scene are saying they're seeing total mayhem there right now.
Well, what you have to do is you have to try to get control of the mess that was inherited. And the way to get control of the mess that was inherited, I mean, look, here's what the plan is. You may remember when we had this unaccompanied children of the border when Barack was president, he called me back. I was in Turkey and said, you got to take care of this. And I was able to get a bipartisan bill passed for almost $800 billion to go to the root cause of why people are leaving. Why are they leaving El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras? Because they're in terrible circumstances, either because of natural disasters and hurricanes, gangs, or violence. They're trying to escape. And that's why they're coming. So what I did, I spent close to 100 hours with the leaders of those three countries and the UN, making sure that what we would do, for example, in one of the major cities down there, they said the crime rate's terrible. That's why people are leaving this particular city. But we have no street lighting. And the government said, give us the money. I said, I'm not going to give you the money, but I tell you what, show me what you need. I'll get contractors down there. We'll put in the street lights for you because there's a lot of corruption down there. And guess what? Violence came down in that
city. It's going to take some time, though, to get those policies in place again. Do you have to say quite clearly, don't come?
Yes, I can say quite clearly, don't come. And what we're in the process of getting set up, and it's not going to take a whole long time, is to be able to apply for asylum in place. So don't leave your town or city or community. We're going to make sure we have facilities in those cities and towns run by DHS and also accessed with HHS, the Health and Human Services, to say you can apply for asylum from where you are right now. Make your case. We'll have people there to determine whether or not you are able to meet the requirement you qualify for asylum. That's the best way to do this. In addition to that, while we also change the circumstances on the ground in those communities, you're going to diminish the reason why people want to leave in the first place. It's not like someone sitting in Guadalajara right now in Mexico, which is not the biggest problem right now, and saying, I got a great idea. Let's sell everything we have, give it to a coyote, give them our kids, take them across the border, leave them in the desert where they don't speak the language. Won't that be fun? That's not why people come. They come because their circumstances are so bad. Now, some come because they want a better opportunity for economic reasons. They don't qualify. And so in the meantime, what we should be doing is making sure we provide beds for these children. By the way, over 50% of the children coming are ages 16 and 17. 16 and 17, they're not, most of them are not little babies. 1% are young kids. And so what we're doing now is we're providing for, in the past, what you do is HHS would take them to licensed providers. So there's beds, security, where there's health care, they're fed, they're cared for, while they determine whether or not there is someone in the United States they're entitled to go to. And that's what we're in the process of doing now. We will have, I believe, by the next month, enough of those beds to take care of these children who have no place to go, but they need to be taken care of while they're. But the vast majority, let's get something straight though, the vast majority of people crossing the border are being sent back. They're being sent back, immediately sent back. Come on, folks. I mean,